Hey, what's up guys? It's me, and I'm gonna do a video for you today. I'm just gonna share some stuff that I've been experiencing in the past couple days, 2 to 3 days. And before I begin, I was gonna tell you I did go to Cardboard Box Church. I have some footage. It's not a lot of footage, but it'll be a few minutes, and I'm just gonna compile it and then I'll upload that for you guys to check out. But I just wanted to talk to you today about being alert and aware of the enemy. He's always trying to sidetrack you. He's always trying to get your attention off of the Lord, okay? And I guess you could say it's really easy to backslide or to not be as focused on the Lord as normally, okay? I'm not saying I went off and did something crazy or anything. I'm just saying, like, just being busy with life and constantly on the move, like taking your kids to baseball practice and a game and stuff like that can really pull you away from that secret place. It can, and I'll tell you, man. Let me tell you what happened. So I was hitting the secret place really hard, and I was praying at least an hour, half an hour to an hour every day at the end of my night before bed, and it was just getting awesome, and just presence, constantly aware of the presence, constantly aware of His presence, and I was just like with Him, feeling His presence, and then yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yesterday or the day before yesterday? I was just going through just spiritual warfare, totally just spiritual warfare, like not doing anything wrong, not giving into any of the old issues, but the thoughts of them began to come, and because like even in my I had a dream about something, and then during the day it just kept playing and it's like, do it, and I had to, I have to speak life. So I kept speaking life, and I already knew in my heart, I'm like, this is either, this has to be the enemy, trying to mess me up, because he's got nothing on me anymore. I'm not stuck in that cycle anymore like I used to be. Like, I'm not so quick to fall and screw up like I used to. So I'm like, he's trying to get me, but it's not going to win. It's just going to press me to spend time in the secret place, and push me towards God. But but I just been busy with my son. When you put your kids in sports, it is a huge sacrifice. People don't know how big really is. It really is, but it is. Like, I didn't play sports as a kid. My parents never put me in sports, but I see why now. Like my son, he's been playing baseball. He's 8 now, and all these years he's been playing t-ball, and now finally they're actually pitching to each other, and they're actually keeping score, and there's actually a winner and everything. So the kid has baseball practice twice a week, and he has 2 games a week. So there's 4 evenings that I have to go sit at the baseball field for like 2.5 hours. That's a lot of personal time to be spending, especially when I wake up at 2:30 in the morning to go to work. Notice the the bags, man. I'm tired. I'm tired all the time, Monday through Friday, and so this baseball stuff is taking a big part of my life. And yeah, when I'm out there watching the baseball and watching them play, I'm listening to the word and stuff like that, or I'll even talk to people out there, pray for people. So I, redeem the time, and but what's happening is, after his practice, it's like 7:30. I need to rush home, maybe eat dinner, shower, or like pray, and like, it's just like, man, it's it's taken away from my ability to spend with in the presence, and like to like seriously, for me to spend an hour with him, it's taken away from sleep, and that's what I've been doing. And but this past day or two, I was just like tired and like only spent like 15 minutes with him, 20 minutes, 15, and it's not enough. It's not enough. So all that spiritual warfare came, and it was just a bad vibe, man. Like, I don't get angry or mad or anything anymore, and it's been a long time, but I felt like for a whole day I was just grumpy. I'm like, this is, and something happened with my lady at work. Somebody was not treating her too great, so she was in kind of a bad mood when she came home. And then my son was acting crazy. He spent a bunch of money on Xbox Online, and I found out about it, and he made my bank account negative a couple $100. Thank the Lord I got most of that money back. So it was just in one day, just a whole bunch of stuff going on. And I was like, okay, I gotta be like you, Jesus. I gotta be like you. I didn't spank my son. I didn't scream at him. I didn't yell at him. I was like, Jesse, I'm gonna have to teach you. There's consequences for what you do. Part of it's my fault for leaving my card on your Xbox, but you're gonna have to learn a lesson. So I had to take his Xbox away, and then just trying to maintain peace and not flip out. And it's just, it's money. It's just money. Money's not a big deal when God provides everything. It's just life. And in just that day or two, everything was just heavy, man. And I'm like at work, and I'm like, man, I gotta get home and just pray. I gotta be in His presence. But I made it through the day because I'm just talking to Him. Lord, I need your presence, and His peace would be upon me. But still, I know it was just spiritual warfare, just the enemy, man, just going at it. He's trying to destroy me. But so that happened, and and then also I went off on a day during all that time too. I spent a day, maybe a day and a half, not listening to preachings. Like, I did listen to a A.W. Tozer book in the morning for an hour or two, and then also I listened to Brother Lawrence, Practicing the Presence. I listened to that for a little while, but then I went off to Flat Earth, listening to all kinds of stuff about Flat Earth. I listened to the Flat Earth side, and then I started listening to the debunking Flat Earth, and then it's just like, what I realized is that, oh my gosh, I'm being distracted. The whole day I listened to Flat Earth stuff, and I didn't listen to anything spiritual. Yeah, it's cool to know. Is it flat? Is it round? I have my thoughts on that, and but it's more important to be focused on Him. And so I realized that was a distraction. I got distracted because I'm trying to do like Brother Lawrence in that book and just be constantly aware of the presence of the Lord. That's where it's at. That's where the peace is at. The joy is at. The presence, man. Just focus on Him. That's where everything comes from. And so that's what's been going on past couple days, and it's been gnarly and spiritual warfare. I could see it, And I tell my lady, I'm like, this is spiritual warfare. Chill. Stop flipping out. Relax. I know the kids get crazy sometimes. Just be at peace. We have to talk to them, explain to them. I know your coworker is being mean, but that your coworker's lost. We have to understand that they don't know who they are. And it's all that stuff, just life. And it's just, man, just so much happened. Okay, so I'm refocused again, and just like when you're not focused on him, it's like you're backslidden. Like if I go a day without praying, spending time with him, I feel so far away from him. And I'm being honest. That's the truth. And it's just, we have to continuously maintain our connection with him. I don't want to die having not prayed for a couple days. You know, when the time comes to put off this tent, I want to like have just finished, just got out of my prayer closet or something like that. Or actually, I want to die while I'm in my prayers, in the presence of him, you know, in his presence. But yeah. So, anyways, this morning, you know, I was going through all that stuff. Towards the end of the day, yesterday, everything started getting better. Peace, getting our minds right, and everything, fixing the issue with the bank, and talking to my son and explaining everything to him and getting him. I told him, I was like, those video games are bad. I was like, it's not good for your heart. And he's like, how long is it going to be, Dad? I was like, it's going to be a while. So I backed it up and whatever. But anyway, so things were getting better towards the end of the night. And, you know, I spent some time, a little bit of time in prayer. And then today he spoke to me this morning. This morning I woke up with the song in my heart. And the song was, Great is Your Mercy Towards Me. That's an awesome song. And that was just playing in my heart. And then he straight up spoke to me, dude. Straight up. I woke up 2:30 in the morning like I always do. Boom. And the words were, Why art thou downcast? And that just rang in my ears for a while. And then I hurried up. I prayed before I left. Felt his presence. I got to have his peace. I got to have his presence before I walk out my door. And I just felt that weighty presence. I want to maintain it all day, every day. And then so I got to work and I clocked in, and then I pulled up my Bible app, and I Googled it, Why art thou downcast? And it took me to Psalms 34. And Psalms 42. And you know what? God is amazing. And I'm going to read it to you. And this is exactly what's going on. So I have my work phone here, and I'm going to read it to you. Psalms 42. As the hart panteth after the water brooks, so panteth my soul after thee, O God. My soul thirsteth for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God? How crazy is that? That's all the stuff I've been learning about and listening to teachings on about the presence of, like, look, our souls panteth after thee. Like, we're thirsty for him. We need him. And I'm just like, and then it says, my soul thirsteth for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God? And then it says, and then I'm going to fast forward or scroll down. Why art thou cast down, O my soul? And why art thou disquieted in me? Hope thou in God, for I shall yet praise him for the help of his countenance. And then this is the chapter about deep calleth unto deep at the noise of thy water spouts, all thy waves, those waves of his presence, and thy billows are gone over me. Man, this is crazy, dude. Yet the Lord will command his loving kindness in the daytime, and in the night his song shall be with me, and my prayer unto the God of my life. Come on, man. Man. And then it goes, as with a sword in my bones, mine enemies approach me, while they say daily unto me, where is thy God? Look at this, man. That's spiritual warfare. Why art thou cast down, O my soul? And why art thou disquieted within me? Hope thou in God, for I shall yet praise him, who is the health of my countenance and my God. How crazy is this? This is what he gave me. He spoke to me, and that's what he does. He speaks to us with his word. And so everything that was just happening in these past couple days and what I'm experiencing and learning is just like, wow, he just spoke it to me. There you go, Dan. This is what's going on. And I'm happy that I stayed strong, and that I know that I'm growing. Because back in the day, when the stress would come, and the issue would come, I would be quick to fall into the temptations, or the forget it, whatever, and just do that issue that you used to do, and you're growing when you don't resort to your old ways, fall into your old ways. But I'm cool with that, and understand that. But now I'm just refocused, and I understand. We all have to understand that, like, we're dependent on him. We are totally dependent on him. Like, I can't do this without him. I can't. Like, my heart, I've heard it from Eric Gilmore, and he's referred to Smith Wigglesworth saying similar. The heart is constantly getting hard. Your heart constantly hardens, and you need to be in the presence to keep it soft. You need to be in the presence of the Lord to keep it soft. Smith Wigglesworth said that his heart is made up of 1,000 parts that are squeaking and need to be oiled. And it's true. Like, I don't like to be in the flesh at all. I want to stay happy, in joy, in peace. And the other day, when I just felt that grumpiness, and that, like, worry and stress and that anger, I felt it upon me, and I'm like, this is not who I am. This is not mine. This doesn't belong to me. This is old creation stuff. Why is it creeping in? And I'm like, man, I need to pray more. I need to hit my prayer closet even more. And it's like, let's kind of like, because I got used to praying for at least an hour. Anything less now is just like not enough. It's like my capacity increased. So now it's not getting full anymore with just 10, 15 minutes. I need more to sustain me. I need him to sustain me. And it's true, the heart constantly is getting hard. And he's the only one who makes it soft. And it's just like, man, my heart needs to stay soft and connected and focused on you. And wow, man, that's what I'm learning as I grow and go deeper with him. And I just want to share that with you guys. Be alert, be aware, and constantly gotta stop and think and say, okay, where am I at? How's my hunger for him? How's my hunger for his presence? Refocus, and I'd be like, all right, time to hit it harder, more. I need more of you, God. I need more of you, God. And that's where I'm at again, back again. One or 2 days of just like not realizing, and you're like backsliding, man. If you're not moving forward, you're sliding back, dude. And I realized that, and thank the Lord I didn't fall off the deep end and go back to old school ways, old garbage. But you know what I mean. Just a single day without praying, you feel far away from him. And just with all that commotion, all that stuff that happened just quick, it's crazy. But now I'm like, all right, back on it, refocus, stronger. My gold is more pure, and I'm going after it more and more and more. The Lord spoke to me this morning. Come on, put that heart in my song in my heart. He gave me the word, and he talked to me. It's so good. So back to, I gotta just maintain that constant awareness of his presence. Always be aware of his presence. Ask him to rest upon me and just be here. I need it. I need it to stay soft and kind and loving and joyful. Because without him, I'm not a good guy. I'm not a good guy. Wow, man. Hey, you know what? I felt it in my heart to put this video out. I take my notes. I got notes. Hey, if you guys need to take notes, like, I encourage you to take notes on your stuff, because I listen to preachings and stuff throughout the day, and then I'll be like, boom, Proverbs 2, wisdom, look that up. And as I go home and I look up this, drink of the river of delights. Moses had a shiny face. He spoke with God, and then I look it up and I read about it. I encourage that you guys do that also. Keep notes, journal entries. You know, God speaks to you. Steward that well. And so he spoke to me today, and I'm like, yes, that's awesome, Lord. Thank you. Right here. 3:16-17. The Lord spoke to me this morning. Why art thou downcast, Daniel? I said, I Googled it. It was Psalms 42. All I've been learning. Recent spiritual warfare. Distracted from the secret place. Song in my heart. Great is your mercy towards me. So good. Come on. But yeah, just want to share that with you guys. Stay focused, stay alert, be aware, don't give in. You know, life may get a little wild and crazy, but just boom, stay focused, man. Stay strong on the rock. Come on. All right, man. You guys have a good day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Bless you guys. Just press in, press in, press in. That's what I'm gonna do. More and more and more. Jesus. See ya.